Right, here we go. First round 3 click on TGC Tour. See how we get on.
Hi there, my name is John McCarthy, and I'm here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. And as we kick off our round, we got a par 4 right in front of us. Now let's stripe this drive into the fairway and get on our way. Oh man, did you ever send that one? And with that, you have begun. Best of luck to you. And this shot's about 110 yards to the pin. And just put this one in its home. It's a long way from home, but I have faith. And from there, not a bad result. And now this from 4 feet. And not a bad effort as we kicked off our round here. Even par after the first. All right, have a good tee shot. We're on the par 4 second hole. Looks like this one should be in the fairway. And second shot here on the second hole. And it looks like we have an uphill slope on the green, so got to make sure we get over that. Yep, that's gonna work. All right, staring down a birdie putt here. that's too bad. All right, all we need is a little tap here. Let's do it. And after that, let's take a look at the leaderboard and see what's going down. You are currently sitting right at even par. And on this one, the wind is picked up. It's going left to right. Ooh, can we get a kick to the left? Okay, go ahead and finish up on this hole, and we'll head to the next. And just joking. And it looks like this is breaking pretty hard to the left. From there, fine effort. Lining up for a 9-foot putt here. Oh, that's going to wind up short. All right, let's tap this in and move to the next. Okay, 1 over on the round currently. And a heads up this hole. We got a tailwind blowing with the ball. Beautiful swing. Oh, just smashed that. And we're about, I don't know, 200 yards or so from the pin from here. Well, that one wasn't super solid contact. Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. Okay, I'd classify this under the safe shot category. Way to get out of that bunker. All right, let's pop this in. Birdie putt. All right, maybe next putt we can drop it. 3 feet to go. one over at the moment. And the wind will be a factor on this. One's blowing right into our face. Whoops, that's not great. Here's our second shot on the fifth. Okay, that one's on the green, and that's about it. Could take things down to even par with this putt. But I think it's breaking to the left. And here's your par putt. This putt's going uphill, and I think it's going to the right as well. Okay, not a bad effort from that distance. 3 feet left. All right, let's head over to the next hole, see what we can do. And 2 strokes above par currently. Here we go with the 6th hole. We have a par 4. Good job. And this one is about 90 yards to the pin. Well, I can't hit all the greens. All right, par putt. This one should start off straight, but then it does look like it turns to the left. Could be a good one. Oh, and the par slipped through our fingers there. No good. Just a little tap needed here. And currently sitting at 3 over par. And teeing up now on the 7th. Nicely done. You got some good contact there. And that'll do. Grab your putter. Here is a 12-footer. Looks like a right to left break. Oh, it's going right by. All right, a little tap putt here. Moving on. And right now you are sitting at 3 over par. Okay, this one's a par 5 for the 8th. You must be feeling lucky. Taking driver off the turf. Ooh, a little bit off on that swing. Make sure you check your swing meter. Approach shot worked out just fine. All right, we're lining this one up 19 feet away. Well, this one's on a line. All right, that'll work from that distance. All right, tap this one on in. We'll head to the next. All right, now let's rip out the scorecard, see what that's saying. Currently sitting at 3 over par. And the front 9 of this one ends with a par 4. Okay, we are in the deep stuff currently. Come on, give us a kick to the left. Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach. This would take you down to 2 over. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Well, that was, yeah, that was tough. Just wound up short. That wind is blowing right to left on this hole. This tee shot should play. This shot's about 80 yards out. Nice approach. Good stuff. Good luck on this one. We've got 16 feet. And this one looks like it's going downhill and to the right. Way to get that birdie. All right, you're sitting at 2 over. Now kicking off a par 5 here on the 11th. Well, it's too bad. Okay, second shot on the 11th. Okay, nothing like being back on the fairway. Good stuff. Nailing another approach. Nice. This would be nice to get for birdie. And after that one, you are sitting at 1 over par. That wind is picking up, blowing left to right on this one. Fairway has a downslope in the landing area, so keep that in mind. Oh, you caught that one. Jeez. Okay, that green is well below us, so we might need a little less club. Go down to even par if you sink this. This one's breaking pretty hard right to left. There you go. Nothing wrong with that putt. 5 feet to the cup from here. Oh, man. You know, just a tap. Okay, let's take a look at the leaderboard, see where everyone's standing at the moment. And right now you're just 2 strokes above par. And this hole is a long par 4 hole. Nicely played. And we've got about 150 yards to the pin from here. Safely on the green. Here's an 18-footer. This one's breaking left to right. Well, that putt will end up short. All right, let's tap her on in and continue on our way. Good stuff. right now you are 2 over par. Let's see what happens here on number 14. Be careful with this one. We're in the deep stuff. This ball's a long way from home. Let's see if you can help it get there. Hey, I'll take that from that distance. Here we go. Par putt coming up. Ooh, right by. All right, nice 3-footer to deal with. And that'll leave you at 3 over for the day. All right, here's the par 3 15th hole. This one's for birdie. This is an uphill putt and moving to the left. Oh, look at this thing. Well done from there. Maybe next one will drop. All right, give this one a little tap. And now let's head over to the next and check the scorecard. And you're 3 over on your round. Yeah, you might need a little more power. We got a headwind on this hole. That was well played. And here's our second shot on the 16th. bounce right. Come on. You'll be all right there. This putt to take you down to 2 over par. I think this is going to go right to left. This putt's tracking. Ooh, never like leaving those short. Okay, just a few more inches to go. Okay, now let's take a look at the leaderboard after that one. Currently 3 over par for the day. And now on to the par 3 17th. And the approach heading to the left. Well, that's all right. We'll get on the green next time. And here's our second shot on the 17th. And for the save, looks like just a slight break to this one to the right. And that's not a bad effort. Okay, this one's a 3-footer. This is a short putt, but it'll probably move a bit to the right. And there we go. Okay, currently sitting at 4 over. And now to 18. This one's a par 5. Here's our second shot on the 18th. That's bold, using the driver off the fairway. I'll take it. Looks like a sand shot coming up. And this is your third shot. Not sure. This one could roll into the rough, though. Oh, almost got that chip to go. Okay, you gotta get this to go if you want to save par. And at the end of this one, scorecard says +4 for you. And with that, I will leave you with this. My heartfelt gratitude for picking the game up in the first place, and thanks again for taking me around the course with you today. We'll see you soon.
Thanks a lot, John. See what we get for that. 72 for the round, I think. Thanks for watching.